I'd love you to imagine with me a situation where we have a critical mass, if not everybody, living and expressing a sense of a healthy conscience. What if, for example, the corruption issues we are dealing with in our society, people were driven by a healthy conscience? Would there be a difference? What if people were people of character, that what we see is what we have? What if competency and meritocracy was our way of doing things? What if there was community, a sense of magnanimity, that we believe everybody is somebody and we respect each other irrespective of our diverse backgrounds or our ethnicities, our faiths and the like? And also ask yourself, what if we embrace a philosophy of today's maximum, tomorrow's minimum, that talks about constant and never-ending improvements? And above all, ask yourself, what if we were people who were not making change for change's sake? There are 7 things that HESHIMIKA Excellency Initiative that we are proposing to you would want to see and to drive in our country. We call them the 7 pillars of excellency. Excellency of conscience, excellency of character, excellency of conduct, excellency of competence, excellency of community, excellency of creative change, and excellency of constant improvement. Those are the things we are inculcating and training and challenging ourselves to begin to hold themselves accountable to.
I went through HESHIMIKA Excellency Initiative when I was a first year, and that's when I got to learn about different pillars of excellency. At first I didn't really think about it so deeply, or I wasn't conscious about one of the excellency pillars that I practice, which is the excellency of time. But going through the training actually got to make me understand why it's very important to keep time and practice the excellency of time. The other things that we went through was excellency of character and excellency of competence, which basically means that you have to be very, again, conscious about how you contribute to society. And that means that you also have to think critically about, how you do things at work, at home, with others, with yourself, so that you can serve others better. I endorse this program to different people, to different schools, and that means universities, colleges, primary schools. If kids can go through this initiative or the different modules of excellency, I think it would really make Kenya or Africa and the world a better place to be in, because that means they're very conscious about what they do in terms of self-discovery, connecting to others, and even, reaching out to the world.
I'm so proud to have gone through the HESHIMIKA program in especially my early 20s. What the HESHIMIKA program taught me was what it means to, number one, deepen my character, sharpen my competencies, and leverage on, and leverage my conduct on principles and values. And that what I needed to do is compete with my capabilities, my potential, my possibilities, and not compare myself with another person or try to imitate another person's journey. Learning all this a few years ago gave me a solid foundation in who I am today and in the kind of work that I do.
We live in a world where men and women are not judged by the content of their character, but by the depth of their pockets. But yet, history has demonstrated times without number that the true test of a human being is his or her ability to do things that are right in keeping with truth, justice, and morality. That those who seek in truth and justice never fail to find. Difficulties will exist and indeed may exist, but it is by overcoming them that we grow stronger. Last but not least, Pastor Obwanda, in whose mind the idea of HESHIMIKA was consolidated and strengthened. He is my student, and I'm happy to say that there is no better recompense for a teacher than to produce a pupil who surpasses him. I endorse him and all that he does in the name of God.
The type of hardware that HESHIMIKA program is giving is the hardware, is the software that makes people respect each other, speak the truth, fulfill their words, and have the values that matter, which the main one being, of course, love, because you cannot do much without that value. And I'm glad that it is not only coming to young people, but also the seniors. I have seen people who are middle age coming to the training, and some of them, when I meet them, you can see the difference. They have more confidence, and they want to be available to help, rather than the reserved people who would consider being asked to do something as a bother. So may I appeal upon you and your friends to be connected to HESHIMIKA Excellency Program, which will help Kenya advance in that area of good behavior and good citizenship, and therefore, as a result of that, we shall also prosper materially. That is very important, and I hope you heed the call.
I strongly believe that our culture is our future, and our culture espouses our values, our behaviors, our convictions, our principles, and HESHIMIKA Excellency Initiative provides you and I an opportunity and a platform to be able to be part of the drivers of a new culture, a new way of expressing ourselves. And therefore, I want to invite you who is watching this to be part of this, insofar as signing up when the opportunity is provided within your locale, and wherever you hear about this initiative, be part of it, so that at a personal level you become capacitated to become an excellency in your own right. See, the president is excellency politically speaking. We have diplomatic excellencies, but you must become an excellency in your own right. Indeed, our motto and our philosophy is be celebrated, not tolerated. Express yourself as a prospect, not as a suspect. I believe and I dream of a society, especially as a country we envisage Vision 2030. We would want all the infrastructural development, but when we have all the hardware and we do not have the software which HESHIMIKA brings across in terms of values, then we'll not go anywhere. And so I invite you at a personal level, start asking yourself, how can you be not a mheshimiwa, as the political class would want us to believe that you must be a politician to be a mheshimiwa. We are not talking about mheshimiwa. We are talking about muheshimika, that you are respectable, not just respected, that you are trustworthy, not just trusted, that you are somebody who is reputable because of the values that you espouse. And this is what HESHIMIKA Excellency Initiative promises you, promises our society, and I believe with a critical mass which you should be a part of, we will be able to achieve this. God bless you.